Hello, happy Sunday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I was sat down to meditate earlier today and I noticed that I was sighing and I thought, why am I sighing? So that's what I'm going to talk about today. Why do we sigh? Most of the time we aren't even aware that we're doing it. And usually we're doing it when we're stressed or anxious or have some sort of heavy emotion going on. And the reason is when we're stressed or anxious, our breathing is very shallow. So we're just not getting enough oxygen into our bodies when we're stressed. We're breathing very quickly and short breaths. So we're triggered to sigh, so we get more oxygen into our bodies. So what happened today for me was I didn't even realize I was stressed or anything like that. I was just going around the house doing things and I kept getting these thoughts, go and meditate, go and meditate, go and meditate. Okay, so I sat down and meditate, and ordinarily I would start with 3 deep breaths, but I didn't because I was spontaneously meditating. So I just sat down and I realized how stressed I was, and I noticed the sigh and I thought, what's the sighing all about? And I also remembered while I was meditating, these things came to me around the sighing, and I remembered that Steve Tucker, who's a hypnotherapist / EFT practitioner down in our southwest, some of you here might know him. We were having a conversation one day and he shared with me what he does with some of his clients who are trying to quit smoking. And I said, I used to smoke and I actually had hypnotherapy for that. And he said, well, what's the first thing you do when you're having a cigarette? And I'm kind of like, what? And he said, show me, pretend you got a cigarette. What's the first thing you do when you have a cigarette? And I went, haha. So every time you have a cigarette or a smoker has a cigarette, they're actually taking in deep breaths. And that's what calms them. The cigarette smoking does not calm people. It's the action of the deep breaths. And that's what our sighing is. Our sighing is relaxing our body. So if you find yourself sighing, maybe do some breath work or focus on deeper breaths for a little while and just get that oxygen back up into your body. And the same thing works if you recognize you're feeling anxious or you recognize you're feeling stressed, take 3 deep breaths and you'll feel a lot better for it. So there you go. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next week. Bye.